back in my kitchen with me today. I am pulling apart some jackfruit. It's a fruit, grows on a tree. It is a family member of the fig tree. It's pretty big. It grows about that big. And it has little seeds in it. That's what they look like. This is cooked already, and I found it at an Asian market. You can also find it at Whole Foods, but you'd have to cook it. And they sell it in quarters. But these little seeds right here are a part of it. And I'm pulling it apart because we're going to make pulled pork. This is not pork, you know that. It's jackfruit. But it's going to look like pulled pork when we're done. First thing you're going to do, take it out of the can, drain it, and rinse it with water. And then after you do that, you're going to take it, put it on a plate, and you're going to use your fork to pull it apart so that it looks like pulled pork. And once you do that, put on some spices. And the spices that taste really good are any of the Grill Mates. I like Grill Mates. Grill Mates by McCormick. Take it and sprinkle it all over your pulled pork. So you're going to pull it and then mix it up. And then you're going to cook it until it gets a little bit of color to it. It's going to be a little brown. This is not a non-stick pan, it's just a stainless pan, but I've used it so much, so I'm going to put it in here. Clean hands, just washed. And then we're going to turn it on the burner, and put it on until it gets some color, and then I'll be back to show you how to finish it. Okay? Okay, we're coming back with the jackfruit. It's all cooked, nice and hot. And I just wanted to say that even though it says jackfruit, it's not sweet. It is not a sweet fruit. It's sort of a, you know what it is? It's, I call it the tofu of fruit. It's like, you know, when you use tofu, it takes on whatever flavor it is. This becomes very stringy, if you can see. Looks like very much like pulled pork, but it took on the flavors of the Grill Mates that I used, and it'll take on that flavor, but it is not a sweet thing. So you're not starting with anything sweet. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's all done. Kind of pulled porky, right? It looks pretty good. I wanted to tell you that this recipe did come from VegLife, but all the pieces, I like this barbecue sauce, we'll do it in another show. It's homemade barbecue sauce, and I'll give you the recipe for that. But you do 1/4 cup or more if you like it looser. I think I'm going to use 1/2 cup. This is it right here. I made it earlier today. When you're using a nonstick pan, I used some vegetable broth, and I kept dropping, just pouring a little bit, like a tablespoonful in as it started to stick. And I ended up doing that about 4 times. Okay, that looks better to me. Okay, so now we're ready to plate it. I don't know, maybe a couple of tablespoons on, a little bit more, like that. Think that looks good? So a couple tablespoons of that. And then I did another show where I made the coleslaw. And so that's what I'm going to put on the top. I like it wet, so if you like it dry, don't put on as much of the sauce that I shared with you. And this is an Ezekiel English muffin. And that is what your pulled pork looks like. Do you think it looks like pulled pork? I was really surprised how much like pulled pork this jackfruit ends up being. So I hope you'll give it a try, and I hope you'll let me know how you like it. It's an easy recipe, not very difficult. The barbecue sauce I made, but you could use your favorite barbecue sauce from the store. 1/2 cup, not 1/4 cup, if you like it loose. If you like it loose, 1/2 cup. Like it a little bit tighter, use 1/4 cup. And that's it. And just remember to cook it with a little bit of vegetable broth or water as you're cooking it in your pan. So that's it. Enjoy your pulled pork made with jackfruit, and let me know how you like it again.